Every week at this time, we like to honor regular citizens in the Bay Area doing extraordinary things in their own communities. Today, a man who's helped ease the suffering of countless people, who's overseen the introduction of many medical marvels, and who's inspired many young students to devote themselves to medicine. Bay News 9's Lee Moody has the story of this doctor who dedicated his life to the residents of Clearwater.
Dr. William Kilgore has become a beloved figure during his 45 years of practice at Morton Plant Hospital. He was one of the first orthopedic surgeons in Clearwater, starting in a time when there were no high-tech tools to help.
In the old days, things were fairly primitive. When I came here, we had, for instance, in the operating room, we had no power-driven tools at all. And if we were going to do hip surgery, we did it all by hand using a mallet and gouges.
As chief of staff and a board of trustee member, Dr. Kilgore oversaw many improvements to Morton Plant over the years, both in the operating rooms and to the staff. But along the way, he's never forgotten to always put his patients first, a virtue he learned in the front of a medical textbook.
It said, listen to your patients long enough and they'll tell you what's wrong with them. And so I took that and carried it with me throughout my entire career, and I always enjoyed talking to patients as human beings.
Whenever his patients needed him, he was the one that, no matter what the sacrifice was for himself personally or his family, Bill responded to his patients.
Dr. Dwayne Houts knows Dr. Kilgore's track record as the former president of Morton Plant, and by trusting 4 generations of his family to Dr. Kilgore's care. He says Kilgore has never failed to impress, from his impeccable academic record to his time as a surgeon with the Green Berets to performing the first hip replacement surgery ever in Clearwater.
I'm always interested in building the excellence of a hospital. And the excellence of a hospital is built upon the excellence of a medical staff. So it's physicians like Dr. Kilgore that make Morton Plant an excellent facility.
Dr. Kilgore recently decided it was time to retire, but he won't stop his various charity work, including the volunteer work he does at the Clearwater Free Clinic, what he calls some of his most important work.
It's pure medicine. There's no fees involved. We do all the work as pro bono, our charity work. We all do it for no fee. We don't have to discuss insurance or anything with the patients. All there is a patient with a problem for us to find out what it is and treat them and give them some relief.
With an extra on Everyday Heroes, Lee Moody, Bay News 9.
Dr. Kilgore also serves on the boards of the Shriners Hospital in Tampa, Abilities Incorporated, the Institution for the Rehabilitation of Handicapped, and the Citizen and Southern Bank. Dr. Kilgore, along with our Everyday Heroes, will receive a $45 gift certificate from Outback Steakhouse.